It's an honor to have you be a part of the show. So I mean, it's, we have a lot of our professionals, I call them our real estate and financial elite. They're niched, but they're niched to a market. You're niched to military. So thank you for your service. It requires an extra handshake.
Appreciate it.
And thank you for being here. So on the radio show this week, you just heard me talking about the advantages of having served in our military when it comes to buying real estate. So you tell us.
Greg, absolutely. First of all, thank you for having me on the show so I can speak to our veterans,
Yep.
our active duty military, and explain to them the opportunities, because it takes someone like you getting me here to talk to them. So thank you.
No, I appreciate you being here.
So, yeah, you're absolutely right, Craig. You said we're a little bit different because we don't target a specific area. We target a market, which is the military.
Which is big here in San Diego.
Huge.
Yep.
Right now, 168,000 military members, active duty, serving in San Diego.
Yep.
1.8 million veterans in California,
Wow.
59,000 retirees in San Diego, 5,000 families that are on the waiting list for government house or for military housing, 18-month wait. It's certainly a great place to be positioned to help out veterans.
Yep.
Why it's San Diego, obviously a great market in terms of rentability long term.
Yep.
But the great thing that you mentioned very well that our government does well is the VA loan package.
Yeah, I mean, this is important to kind of go down a little bit of a rabbit trail.
Sure.
You absolutely crush it in the housing market as far as a professional. You're the go-to guy for this niche. Your production numbers are through the roof. Obviously, I think you're a great guy or you wouldn't be here. But for all of you business professionals out there, this is your niche. This is all you do from head to toe. I mean, you guys as real estate professionals, your mortgage, your inspectors, the post homeownership experience. Explain how your team is designed
Craig,
specifically to this niche and nothing else.
Everyone on our team is either a veteran themselves or the spouse of a veteran. Our agents, our real estate agents, are right now, all our agents are veterans. They had to have served and they have had to have bought a house. So if we're going to serve veterans and active duty military, I wanted my team to all have the experience of being a veteran and having bought a house.
Absolutely.
So then all the vendors that we use are also veterans or active duty military.
All of you are aligned. You're marching to the beat of the same drum.
Absolutely.
You mentioned VA financing. Now, I think that's what really makes it so special is the ability to get 100% financing, no mortgage insurance, which probably doesn't mean much. People don't know what that is. What it basically means is that you get to save hundreds of dollars a month, thousands of dollars a year. Don't have to put money down. A funny thing is, I know we keep referencing my radio show, but we talked about a friend of mine who's served in the military, makes a couple $100,000 a year as a physician's assistant, and he hasn't bought a home. How do we get more people that have served to take advantage of the market?
I think it's what we're doing right now, Craig. It's getting the word out. It's propagating, the benefits of a VA loan. As a person using a VA loan here in San Diego, you can go up to $500,000 home purchase with no money down, where a normal person has to put $100,000 down or $50,000.
So nothing out of pocket.
Zero down. There's no down payment, which is an incredible opportunity. There's people out there who have to save $100,000 over the course of many years. Our veterans, which you mentioned, we do that right. We get it right. We're serving those who served. We're making sure that they can have affordable housing.
What kind of objections do you get from people who have served as far as wanting to buy? I know with my friend I was just referring to, he's just being lazy. I try and talk him into it, and he just doesn't really get his head in the game. I don't know if maybe he looks at it like a long-term thing and maybe can't think 5-10 years down the road, but
Craig,
he just doesn't seem to get in the game.
Great point. I think the biggest thing that we see with active duty members of the military is they know they're going to buy and they're going to move on. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when they're going to move. So,
and maybe that keeps them from doing it?
I think it does, that is why we spun off a property management arm of our company, which now...
Of course you did. It's all military too, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So now when an active duty member buys, say he moves in 3 to 5 years, we look at what his rent is going to be. When the day he goes to purchase, we look at market rents to make sure that his mortgage and rent will be similar.
So maybe the concern is that if you're a military family, there's likelihood that you may not just be moved because you might be deployed, but you might be transferred to other parts of the country as well. So
absolutely,
might as well just rent and keep yourself open. But I think the point that John's really making here that I really want you to have as a takeaway for the show is that just because you move on, first of all, you could sell the house.
Absolutely.
But if you wanted to keep the house, when you have no mortgage insurance and you don't have to put any money down, you could probably rent the thing out, let someone else pay down the mortgage.
Absolutely.
Let someone else build equity for you. You get tax advantages from depreciation of the property. And if that home goes up 5+% in value a year, which, you know, is a prediction, I can't guarantee that.
Right.
You're building a lot of equity there.
Yes, and you know, you're going to talk later about 1031s today, but you can always use that 1031 exchange and have a tax-deferred sale and purchase of another home. So
what's in store for 2014 for Reef Point Realty? What do you guys got?
this year is all growth. I mean, we're adding another 5 agents this year to help with our buyers. I mean, our military buyers, we've been overwhelmed with business.
Is there a finite amount of people that you could reach out to? I mean, do you find that the quantity of people that you could help do this or even sell their house, if there's a finite, or is it as many as you can get out there and get the message out to?
Great question. You know, Craig, in San Diego from January to December this year, there were 3,300 VA transactions. That's a lot of VA transactions.
Sounds like a lot.
I think we could, you know, even 10% of that is a good number.
Yep.
So obviously our goal is to help those who have served our nation, serve those who have served, and we want to build our team and grow appropriately so we can help as many veterans as we can.
Yep. Well, if anybody wants to learn more about John, go to reefpointrealty.com. You can learn more. John, I appreciate you coming in here today.
You bet.
When we talk about a show called The American Dream, I don't know if anything hits it on the head anymore. I'm a big supporter of our military. And it's just really cool to have you on board. And I also want to make something clear as well. John is the only real estate professional you're going to see on the show speaking to this. It's just so important to me to not have just a top producer and someone niched in this space, but also someone who's a great guy. He's got a mean handshake. He's as big as he looks on TV. All right, thanks, John.